Alright guys, hello, good evening, and apologies for not getting a video out earlier in the session. Well, obviously it's the end of the ASX session because it's already 8 o'clock at night here in Perth as well. So the clocks did move back an hour in the eastern states, so that meant that I didn't have to get up too early, but I found myself getting up early anyway. So what I've got up here, guys, is CWY waste management, and I'm in a Discord chat and they were talking about a potential longer term trade on this. Now, it's obviously been helped with some news out as well today, and I just want to talk about it. I'll get the weekly chart up. Dividend's pretty small, but they do pay a dividend, looks like, which is not necessarily a reason to get into a company. You want it's fine to get paid to be in particular companies, but I want to have a look at the chart here. So we're pretty much at all-time highs as well, and the news is pretty. It's essentially what we're looking on this trade here is the fact that, I guess, as the population grows, which will inevitably happen in Australia especially, we really need to focus on how we're going to deal with waste, because obviously China cut that, arrangement where we would send waste over, and there's other third world countries, they just can't deal with it all. So we're definitely, looking to, pivot into a system, but it needs a great deal of expansion. So CWY are offering this with this play. Again, technically it would have been fantastic to get in before this huge run-up, with the significant catalyst as well with CWY to buy CWY's local unit. So that, is some definite news to pay attention to. In regards to the entry, personally, I'm not just going to jump in. I've learned that getting a better entry is really critical. Even if you're looking to hold long term, you just save yourself a lot of pain in that regard as well. So I guess let's have a little scan at what I'm looking to get into. PRL, that actually had a pretty good day. So got as low as 12, and that was on the 22nd. I've got the weekly up, that's fine. Been a big day today, guys. I apologize. It got to 12 on the Thursday. So we actually saw a pretty strong day today on the ASX. We saw Zip and Afterpay run. I'm out of Zip after a recklessly high entry, and I don't really regret getting out. So we'll see. It finally showed some. I did actually gap up, and it didn't close the gap. I was watching this. I was in the markets the first hour, and I didn't really. It just had a different vibe to it, where things were just holding up. Like Afterpay, Zip. I was looking at FMG, and I didn't look at not Afterpay, Airtasker. So there are a few things, and then obviously that travel bubble that was announced for later this month with New Zealand, and obviously us here in Australia, that was announced. So that helped, get a lift on Webjet and Flight Centre as well. So there are a few players that I was sleeping on, but I had other work outside of actually trading. So I do work in the finance space, but it's to do with capital raising and things like that. So, to be honest, I wasn't really involved in the session much, but it was interesting. The Aussie dollar got sold off, and RBA were pretty bearish on rates, and things were just, slowly going to get back under control with the RBA notes that came out from their meeting today. So there's not really a lot to talk about. But CWY is something I'm definitely going to watch. Zip, we'll see. I don't think so. I think it's going to close that gap, and then we'll see. But it's weird. It's almost like we flicked over to growth focused stocks. Like, Zip and Afterpay have been beaten down a great deal, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I won't go and have a look at the futures for the US markets. I can see right there it's a little bit green. US dollar coming back to 93 again as well. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. So with the watch list, again, I'm very open-minded. I've talked about using Spark, and that really helps a great deal. Invast is my broker for that. Again, it's a learning thing. So I don't make any comments about being a professional or anything, but I'm just very passionate and looking to really just walk through my thought process from a novice trader's perspective, and everything that I've learned, and money made and money lost. And actually, there's one thing I want to talk about, and that is RAC as well. So I am in race from 283, and it had consolidated for some time. Got as low as 297 today. How do we close? It's not actually loading up. I'm gonna sip my water. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're nearly at 600 subscribers, guys, so I appreciate that as well. I've tidied the channel up, as you can see. This is really more intraday focused, but I will talk about longer stuff as well. It's not coming up. It's just not trading anymore. It's all over for race. But we'll see. We'll see what they want to do with announcements. And they did have a cleansing notice out from Thursday. So we got sold off pretty extensively on Thursday last week as well. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. So yeah, CWY, longer term play, and we'll just see if we can get some follow through with Afterpay and Zip, and add Tasker as well for a second day play on those potentially, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.